hit the start streaming button, and everything you see on your gaming PC's OBS should appear in your streaming PC's OBS. That's literally it. You're done. You didn't need any extra software, no capture cards, no plugins, literally just OBS. Now, you'll probably want to adjust the settings in your gaming PC's OBS, so change your encoding settings like your bit rate, the resolution, frame rate. But if you've set up OBS before, you're already familiar with all of those settings. Okay, so what's actually happening here? So when you stream to Twitch, OBS does a process known as encoding, which is basically squishing down your video so that it's small enough to be shat over the internet. Well, here we're doing the exact same process, but we're sending the video from our gaming PC over to the streaming PC. It's really important that you understand that, because while this method is really easy, there are some implications to using this method which might not make it appropriate for what you want to do. For one, the main reason why we even wanted a 2-PC setup is so that our gaming PC can focus on just gaming. And as you can tell from this method, our gaming PC is also encoded P60, and OBS is using 0.1% of my CPU. That's insane. It's not going to be perfect. You might notice a slight decrease in performance, but if you're at a point where you have like so many effects and overlays going on that it's really affecting your gameplay hard, then this could still be a useful method for you. The other issues that you'll run into, one of them being latency. Now, the latency with this method is pretty good. For me, most of the time I get less than a second of latency, but you have to be aware that your gameplay will lag 1 second behind your camera and your microphone, and it might look weird when you're celebrating 20th place in Apex 1 second before you actually get 20th place in Apex. Now, you can fix that by adding a delay to your camera and your microphone. Personally, gaming PC's OBS install, you're going to add a single game cap plays and then in the server box, type SRT / the IP address of your streaming PC, port number, which we'll get into in a second, and mode equals caller. If you don't know how to get the IP address of your streaming PC, go to your streaming PC, go into the command prompt and type in ipconfig, and the number right here, that's your IP address. So that's what you want to put after SRT. For the port number, I just used 22222, and that worked for me. But you can really use any number that you want as long as it's not already being used. If you don't know if a port number is already being used, I'll leave a link down below that tells you how to figure that out. What this will do is, instead of sending your video directly to Twitch, it's going to send it to your streaming PC. So now go over to your streaming PC and you're going to add a media source. Now just copy all the settings you see on screen, and in the input box, copy this out. So just SRT, the IP address of your streaming PC, the port number you used before, and instead of mode equals caller, you want to put mode equals listener. And with that added, you can go over to your gaming PC, hit the start streaming button, and everything you see on your gaming PC's OBS should appear in your streaming PC's OBS. That's literally it. You're done. You didn't need any extra software, no capture cards, no plugins, literally just OBS. Now, you'll probably want to adjust the settings in your gaming PC's OBS, so change your encoding settings like your bit rate, the resolution, frame rate. But if you've set up OBS before, you're already familiar with all of those settings. Okay, so what's actually happening here?